welcome back to my channel. I am thrilled to be back on my channel after a long time. At the same time, I apologize for the delay. But I am excited to announce that we are resuming our educational journey with the Java programming for Standard 12. In today's lecture, we will explore comprehensive series of Java program chapter by chapter. So without further delay, let's jump back into the world of coding. Grab your notebook, fire up your JDK and let's make Java programming. To kickstart our Java programming journey, let's begin by downloading and installing the necessary software. We will need the JDK, that is Java Development Kit, to run the Java program. So I request you all to go through my previously uploaded video by simply clicking the I button at the top of the screen. Following the step-by-step process from that video, you can ensure that JDK is installed and environment variable path is configured properly to avoid any errors like JavaC is not recognized as an internal or external command. Following that video properly, you will not get any such error. That is my assurance to you. Alright, we can start coding Java program simply with Notepad that is readily available on Windows operating system, or we can opt for Skype editor which is freely available for download from the internet. For your convenience, you can find a link to download the Skype editor software in the description box of this video. Let's write our Java program using Notepad only for simplicity. Then gradually we will shift to Skype editor. To open Notepad using the Run dialog box, simply press Window key and then press R, and here you have to type Notepad and then you can hit enter here, or alternate way is to search Notepad here in search box. Great, let's start coding our very first simple Java program in Notepad. Here we will compute the cost of phone call and thereby update balance. Three things you need to know for this program. First is the rate per minute for the call, then the duration of the call, and then your current balance. So to calculate cost, you can see the formula. Cost is computed directly as the product of duration and rate. In this program, we are assuming rate as 0.5 and duration as 10. You can modify this value according to your requirement. Let's start coding in Notepad. Every Java program begins with a class keyword and then followed by the class name. Here I am writing class name as call cost. You can change the class name, but the keyword should be class only and it should be written in small letter only. Here you have to open the curly bracket and here I will close it. After declaring class, we need to write main function because execution of Java program begins from the main function only. So the main function serves as the entry point for a Java program where the execution of a Java program starts. So here I will write public static void main and then round bracket. In this round bracket I will write string arguments. Now you can see this main method. You have to declare this main method exactly I have written here. And here I will try to explain this main method declaration in brief. So here main is the name of the method and this method does not return any value. So it is void main. In this main method we are writing single parameter of array of string data type names argument. Instead of writing argument, you can write any name like A, B or arguments. But we will follow the convention to give the array name as arguments only, writing ARGS. And regarding this square bracket, it is used for array. This square bracket can be after the array name or it can be after the data type. It is up to you. It does not make much difference. And one more thing, in the keyword string, the letter S is with uppercase letter. So if you are not capitalizing it properly, it may result in compile time error due to incorrect syntax. So follow the exact case to avoid any kind of error. Now here I will explain these two terms, public and static. By declaring the main method as public, we can access this main method from outside the class where it is defined. Public visibility is the widest visibility and it can be accessed from anywhere. And now static, it is the keyword used to call the main method without creating any object. So whenever we have the class method, it need to be static so that this Java program can be invoked directly without any creation of any object. More about object and class I will cover up in chapter 8. Here I will open the curly bracket and here I will close it. Now we will see variable declaration. Remember, variables must be declared before they are used. Then only you can use it in your program. Here we are using 3 variables, rate, duration and balance. So here I will declare that double rate is equal to 0.5. This line shows that variable name is rate and variable declaration begin with specifying the data type, which indicate the type of data that a variable can hold. Java provide 8 primitive data type. To clarify the concept of data type, you can refer my previously uploaded video of chapter 7 that cover the theoretical aspect of data type in Java. Right now, just try to understand that when you need to show decimal value with great accuracy, then you should use double data type in Java. Double is the default choice for floating point number in Java. So here we are assuming the value 0.5. You can change it if needed. Now next we will write double duration and I am assigning value as 10. In same line I am declaring and assigning. You can declare in one line or you can assign the value in next line. It is up to you. I am doing in same line. And then double balance is equal to say 150. Now we will compute the cost of the call. We know the formula very well. So we will write it here. Double cost equal to, here my variable name is rate, multiply by this duration. Now see here, once a variable is declared with a data type, it can be directly used in formula or calculation without redeclaring it. So here duration and rate, both variables are declared with a double data type. So here we are using it directly, but this variable cost was not yet declared. So here I am specifying this variable name with proper data type, that is double here. One more point you need to be considered while using the variable name in formula. Don't change the variable name within a formula. Write as it was declared by following the exact letter case even. Now we will calculate the balance. Balance equal to balance minus cost. Try to understand this thing. Your initial balance was 150 and say you have computed the cost as 5 rupees. Now 150 minus 5. So your answer will be 145. That will be new updated balance. So now 150 will be replaced by your new balance, that is 145. Lastly, we will display the computed value of cost as well as balance on the screen using system.out.println method that is used to print the value. System.out.println duration. I am specifying rate also. System.out.println rate. You can specify cost. ln is used for new line, so all the value will be printed in new line only. And balance here. I will save it. In the save it dialog box, I suggest you to navigate to the desktop so we can save our file on desktop itself. And here regarding the file name, thumb rule of Java is class name and file name must be same. If your class name is callcost, then file name must be callcost and then you have to write .java. Don't forget to write the extension of the Java file as .java. And here follow the same letter case also because Java is case sensitive language. In callcost, both C are capital, then maintain the exact same letter case here also in the file name. I will save it on desktop. Now we will try to compile and run. Open the command prompt. cmd and then here in command prompt you can change the directory to desktop by just typing cd desktop. Here you need to follow two steps, that is compile and run. To compile we have to write javac and then your file name call cos.java. Here I am not getting any error. If there are no error in the code, then only we will get the class file. Wait, I will show you. Here you can see the class file. This class file, we need to run it using Java command and it will be created at the same location on desktop itself. So here I will run it Java and then my class name is callCos only and here I am getting the output. But here you are getting only values because you have written the variable. Here I will show you how to add your own customized string also along with variable. Here I am writing call duration and then you have to use plus sign as it will concat or join the string to this variable, and then I am writing again plus some other string like second, and here I am closing double quote for this. So here you can see this is one string, then this is variable and again this is string. So this way you can write it. Here also I will further write rate is something I am writing plus and then here I am writing rupees and here also I am writing my friendly message. You can put colon or you can write is and give space. It is up to you. You can write your own string. And here also I will write it. Whenever you are doing changes, just compile it and then run it. So this way you are getting the value with some customized text message. So now we got the output of this one. Here we will move to our next program, that is compute simple interest. To calculate simple interest, we can directly assign the value of principal, rate of interest and time period in our code. Then we can calculate simple interest using this formula. Here in this program we have assumed principal amount as 20,000. Please don't put comma as 1000 separator in double data type value. Write only number value. It is not string to write comma or such thing in double data type. Just write number. The rate is assumed to be 9.5 here and duration is 3 years. You can modify as I told you earlier. Here we can write shorter variable name like P for principal amount, R for rate of interest and N for numbers of year. But don't use int as a variable name for interest because int is a reserved keyword used to declare integer data type. If needed, then you can write in some other letter case like int in capital letter or I capital in int, because data type int is always written in lower case. Whatever data type, 8 primitive data type, always written in small letter. Here we will prefer to write interest only instead of int. Right? Now, after calculating this amount of simple interest, we can calculate the maturity amount just by adding simple interest with principal amount. So here we will see the coding. Control N. Here I will start with class and here I am giving the name as calculate interest. You can give any name and then you have to write main after class declaration. Here we have to go with 3 variables with double data type and I will initialize it also. Here I am writing double P is equal to 20,000, double R say 9.5, double N is 3 year. Now we will write the formula to compute simple interest. Double interest I am writing here and then formula I know P R N divided by 100. Here writing P, R and N in round bracket while calculating simple interest clearly indicate the order of operation to be performed. It ensures that the multiplication is done first before division in this formula. Keep this practice to avoid any confusion or error in the calculation. Now I will write the formula to compute maturity amount. Double maturity equal to P plus this interest we have calculated now. So this two thing we have to add it. Now I will print it. System dot out. Remember this S should be capital in system dot print ln. Ln we are using for new line. Principal amount is, and here I am writing my variable name as it is, and then again I am writing some string like rupees. Then system dot out dot println. Here I am writing rate is plus variable name, and then I am putting percentage symbol, or you can write percentage as a string. System dot out dot println number of years is plus my variable name is n. Here also I need to put the same variable name. My variable name is P R. Don't change it. Whatever you are declaring it, use that same one. Then years. Now finally I will write the computed simple interest and maturity amount. System dot out dot println interest is plus interest plus rupees. System dot out dot println. Here I am writing maturity amount is plus, and then my string as rupees. Save dot Java. Now I will compile it. Java C calculate interest dot Java. No error. Java calculate interest. So here we are getting the values also. So I think now you are quite friendly with this Notepad and command prompt. For change we are shifting to Kite editor. I am closing it. This one also I am closing it. And we will see next program also. Here we will perform different arithmetic operation using Arithmetic Operator using Kite editor. We can see we have 5 arithmetic operator in Java. Addition operator, subtraction operator, multiplication operator. This multiplication operator we are quite friendly with it. In last 2 program we did it. In calculate call cost and in simple interest also we were using multiplication sign. Then division operator, remainder operator, it is also known as modulus operator. All 5 operators can be used with integer or floating point data type. Initially we will see the coding using arithmetic operator with integer data type. Here I will double click to open Kite editor. Here I will write the keyword class, and my class name I am writing as arithmetic OP I am writing. Then here I will write main function, public static void main string arguments. And to do this arithmetic operation we need 2 operands, say A and B, right? So here in Java for integer data type you can go with short or int. Both are integer data type only but with different data range. Short with 2 bytes and integer is larger than short with 4 bytes. So in our program we will declare A as well as B as integer only. So here I am writing integer A comma B. In the same line I am writing it using comma separator because A and B both are of same data type integer. That's why I can write it in a same line. Here I can initialize it also with say value 20, and here I am writing 10. You can write any value here. Now we will display the value of all the arithmetic operation using different operator in system.out.println statement. So here I am writing system.out.println addition is plus A plus B. Now try to understand this thing. When you are using operand A and B with string, like this is the string, but I suggest you to put round bracket around these two operand A and B to ensure that expression is computed correctly. Otherwise, this 2 will be considered as a string. 20 will be printed first, then 10 will be printed. So your answer will be 2010. We don't want that thing. We want answer to be 30. So to give as an integer value, we should write it in a round bracket. Now we will copy this line, Control C. Then here we are modifying our string as subtraction. And here I will put operator of subtraction, that is minus sign I will put here. Control V. Division operator, multiplication, asterisk symbol here, and last remainder, that is also known as modulus operator. For modulus, percentage symbol. Yes. Now you have to save the file first, then only you can compile and run. op.java and tools compile. Here I am not getting any error because it is showing 0 code, that is correct one. Here I will run it. So I am getting output also fine. Now in case if you want to do arithmetic operation using floating point literal in Java, then just I will comment out this thing. If we need further, we can uncomment it. And then I am writing here float A equal to say 12.5 something I am writing, and B I am writing 7.2 F. And here remember, while assigning the values, always suffix F, that indicate literal for floating point number. Fine. So rest all the code will be same. I will save it. Again I will compile. Yes. And then I will run. Fine. So this thing is done. We will see swap or interchange two number. One of the best examples to understand block statement in Java by implementing a swap or interchange of values of two variables. Fine. You can see the curly bracket here. You can see here this block gets start here, this block get over here. Try to understand what we are doing here. Temporary variable is often used to exchange without losing any data. Directly you can't assign x equal to y. Before assigning, show the value of variable x in some temporary variable. So value of x is now in temp variable. Now temp is 10. And then I am assigning the value of y to x. So the value of x will be y, that is 20. And now y don't need the value of x but need the value of old value of x, that is in temp. So here I am writing y is equal to 10. This way we are interchanging the values. Fine. Now we will write the code. Control N. Class. Say I am writing swapping public static void main string arguments. To swap also we need two variables. Say integer x is 10 and y is say 20. Here also you can use comma separator to declare multiple variables of the same data type in a single statement. Now I will print the value of x and y just to show without swapping we are getting exact value only, because swapping is not done yet. System dot out dot println before swapping. In this line you can skip if you want to. Then further I am writing value. In one line also you can write println value of a is plus a, and then and value of b is plus b. First I will clear this, clear output, save, swapping.java, tools, compile. Okay, my variable name is x and y, that's why I will write x here and y here. Fine. Same variable name, whatever declaration you are doing, write the same one. Tools compile. Fine. Tools go. It will print as it is. So 10 and 20. Now we will do our code for swapping. Here I am writing block for it. Integer temp, because both are integer values. So I need integer only as a temp to hold the value of x, and x equal to y equal to temp. No need to write integer x again and again. We have already written integer x. Temp was not written. That's why I wrote integer temp. Now it is declared, so I can use it also. Now I'm printing the value system dot out dot println. Now value of x is plus x and value of y is plus y. Save. Tools compile. Yes. Tools go. Earlier value of x was 10 and y was 20. Now x is 20 and y is 10. The key point here is enclosing the swap operation within a block statement. Here at the curly bracket get start, the scope of this temp variable gets start. And at this curly bracket over, the scope of this temp variable get destroyed here. So in case if you are trying to access somewhere outside this curly bracket, like x and y we can access, but this temp variable is inside this block, so this temp is local to this block and it can't be accessed outside this block. Fine. So this way I want to show the block statement through swapping program. Now we will see one of the easiest program to determine whether an entire integer is even or odd. Here you can use modulus operator to check if the entire number is divisible by 2, and if the remainder is 0, then we will print the number is even. Otherwise we will print the number is odd using if condition. We will see the coding. Class, here I am writing check number, public static void main string arguments. Here I will clear the output. Yes. Here we need one number only. Say integer x is 10. Right now I am assuming that value for x. Now if condition x modulus, you have to use module operator, divisible by 2, and if you are getting remainder as 0, then simply you have to print system dot out dot println even. If this statement is false, then you have to go with else block. System dot out dot println. Here I will print odd, and here I will close this curly bracket for this else. Save. Check number dot java. Tools compile. Yes. Tools go. So even if I will change the value to say 7 or 17, I will save it. Tools compile and then tools go. So here I am getting odd for 17 number. Fine. We will see our last program for today lecture, that is determine grade based on mark obtained. Here you can store the mark in a variable directly within the program, and then like here you are storing marks 93 something like this, you have to store it, and then we determine the grade based on the mark obtained using if else if later, right? So here you can see in this table, depending on the values of marks, we are trying to print a corresponding grade using system.out.println statement. Here I will show you. Control N, class, suppose I am writing calculate grade, and here I am writing public static void main string arguments. Now I will continue. One variable I needed, say integer mark, and then any number you can give, and here I am writing if condition to check if marks is greater than equal to, I am writing 70. Then greater than equal to 70 something I'm writing system.out.println grade A, suppose. In double quote you have to write string. And then I'm closing this if condition. Further I want to write condition. Then I had to go with else if. Don't write if, write else if. First start with if. Further also you want to write condition. Don't write if again and again. Write else if for further condition. Marks greater than equal to say 60. And then here I am writing system.out.println B. Yes, further also I want to write else if marks greater than equal to 50. Say grade is C. Here I will write that one. Now last block I want to write for default one. Then else block. In else block you are not supposed to write any condition. Just write like this. In if and else if only you have to write condition. In else you are not supposed to write any condition because it is the default block. When all the conditions are false, then only it is going to execute. F. So here we will see the output. First I will save it. Calculate grade dot java. Tools, compile, tools, go. So here I am getting A. In case I want to go with F, then I will go less than 50. So 30 I am writing here. Save, tools, compile, and here tools, go. So this way we are getting default block. Here you can modify the value of mark to test different scenario and observe the corresponding grade output. Today we have covered various topics in Java programming, include variable declaration, data type, calculation, and conditional statement also. By practicing this concept and writing code, you will gain a better understanding of Java programming fundamental. That is all for the day. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned in for the next video.